Welcome to the Data Center Construction Channel, a year-round program of original always-on content focused on the data center construction ecosystem. We'll be exploring supply chain dynamics whilst also introducing the latest planning, tools and technologies employed in land acquisition, design, build and procurement to meet the growing demand for digital infrastructure. We bring together the world's leading expert practitioners to share their insights on the most important challenges that the data center industry must address as it grows rapidly.
Next up, I'd like to introduce Petio Dimitrov, the Business Development and Key Accounts Manager at Ortea, to the virtual stage. Today, Petio he's going to be introducing Ortea's Next capabilities in design and manufacturing power quality and energy efficiency devices. Ortea has a focus on sensitivity and the importance of business continuity for operators, providing products essential for protection and safeguarding, increasing IT hardware lifetime. So without further ado, get those questions in, folks. But right now, over to you, Petio. Let's get started.
Thank you very much, Steven, for your introduction. So my name is Petio Dimitrov. I'm with Ortea. Ortea is an Italian company based very close to Milan. We are a manufacturer of power quality and energy efficiency equipment. Ortea manufactures a wide range of products and offers an array of services related to power quality and the increasing of energy efficiency of different types of plants and installations. The Ortea Next brand is an umbrella under which we have grouped all of the different brands that are part of the group. So we have the Ortea proper, which is the historical brand, that supplies low voltage transformers and reactors, voltage stabilizers, and SAC compensators. Basically anything that has to do with voltage differences or voltage adjustments. We then have the ICAR brand, which is a historical Italian brand that we have acquired a few years ago, that deals with power factor correction systems, active harmonic filters. These are more topics related to electrical current disturbances. We then have two brands that are specific for energy efficiency. We have the Enersolve brand that provides energy efficiency smart devices which can be interconnected and manage exactly the types of savings that we want. And we have the Power Science brand that we have acquired last year that provides simpler voltage optimizers. We are in a certain sense an international company with partners and subsidiaries all over the world because we follow projects pretty much everywhere on every single continent, whether it is in Europe, Africa, North America, South America, or any area of Asia with all of our product lines. So we are able to support and help our customers wherever they might be. Our strengths include mainly our experience that is given by more than half a century of work in the field and in knowledge related to all types of power quality issues. We are also a European company that manufactures in the heart of Italy, close to Milan, and with very technical people that are able to provide all types of advice to our customers on all the best solutions to use in their project. We're able to customize our products based on customer requirements. We have a research and development department that is very active in providing new products and give the best possible expertise to our customers. Steven, any questions?
Absolutely. I mean, one that's come up right away is focusing on isolation transformers, Petio. Which are your value-added proposition for data center design and construction, which is so critical these days?
Thank you very much for the question, Steve. Let me start with the benefits of using isolation transformers. These includes more traditional usages of transformers, such as adapting the line voltage to a data center voltage, or taps for compensation of abnormal voltages, or having additional utilization voltages. But the most important one is to create a local ground-bonded neutral. This allows to separate the neutral line of the data center or the data center consumers from the mains neutral that comes from the grid. It also allows to eliminate ground loops from the main sources and reduce harmonic currents, especially the third harmonic and multiples of the third harmonic, such as the 9th, 15th, and so on and so forth. The installation of isolation transformers is closely related to the installation of UPS systems. They are meant to isolate the UPS system from the mains or to isolate the loads from the UPS system itself. These UPS systems come in different configurations based on the layouts of the data center itself. This can be single mains without bypass layout, where the mains that come from the grid are considered particularly unreliable, and therefore the loads cannot be supplied directly from the grid. They can come as single mains with a bypass system. So the isolation transformer is isolating the whole UPS system with its bypass from the grid, and there is an output transformer that isolates the whole UPS system from the loads, or dual mains where there is the UPS and the bypass line that are supplied from different mains lines, which can be due to usage of separate circuit breakers on the same panel, or to have separate generating lines, one coming, for example, for the UPS from the grid and the bypass line being supplied from a generator. Steven, any questions?
Oh, absolutely. You spoke about both the benefits and the different configurations, because you're absolutely correct that the layouts of data centers are so unique. But got to ask this question that's come up again and again. Why would a data center provider consider the Ortea Next isolation transformer products? What's so important for them to consider them as a product solution here?
Thanks again for your input, Steve. As I mentioned earlier, we have been manufacturing products since 1969, and the transformers have been at the core of our business. We have acquired during all those years a considerable knowledge and experience in manufacturing high quality and reliable products. Only to give you some figures, since the year 2000, we have manufactured more than 50,000 isolation transformers. And it's really rare to have one project similar to the one that comes after that. We have increased really our manufacturing capacity in realizing products that are really highly efficient and with very high performance. And we have acquired a series of global partners that have helped us to improve our products and to promote them to the different data center manufacturers. Starting from the design process and our wide product range that goes from 10 to 2000 kilovolt ampere, that's a huge array of different products, we're able to put to the service of our customers a full project customization, whether we are talking about temperature classes, windings, taps, vector groups, anything that you can relate to isolation transformers. Moving then from the design stage to manufacturing, we have the production capacity to manufacture anything that is being designed by us. That includes the windings with different materials like aluminum and copper, the magnetic core that can be made by different materials. As a standard, we use thinly laminated steel sheets, but on requirement, we can also use oriented grains, the insulated materials. But then we are also very careful about our environmental impact. So we use an impregnation with polyester resin to reduce this type of impact, and the baking process that is completely internally controlled. Another important advantage of Ortea is our testing and quality system. We have a full compliance with all the relevant standards, and we are able to adapt to other ones whenever it is required. We have a systematic quality control with double testing before and after the impregnation phase, with a test report that is automatically generated from our system. And our quality system is certified by Lloyd's Register according to the relevant ISO standards. To top it up, from the design of the isolation transformer itself and the manufacturing of the magnetic part, we are able to add a series of optional accessories such as specific housing, whether it is indoor or outdoor, different types of cooling systems, displays, surge arresters, or any type of breakers that is required, and temperature control and monitoring units. So in terms of what Ortea can do for data center builders as a partner is to provide a set of standard solutions which can be highly customized to project requirements or to the different installation necessities. Stephen, any additional questions?
Absolutely, and this is a critical one because you've spoken about this partnership and the projects that are coming. And the question really is, could you talk about some of the relevant projects that you made in the last few years? We need to know what's going on. Folks, I can tell you, a lot of people are asking, what projects have you been doing?
Steve, again, what a great question. Thanks a lot. So I want to start with one of the biggest projects that we have done recently, and biggest in terms of manufacturing of the single isolation transformer. We're talking about the supply for a ministry data center in North Africa. For obvious reasons, I cannot name the country nor the location and the ministry itself. And where we have supplied 29 isolation transformers of 2 megavolt ampere each. So these are huge devices. And the very specific thing is that they have a very high K factor of 20, which means that they are able to withstand a very high amount of current harmonics. And the other thing to notice is the very high efficiency of greater than 98% that can be guaranteed of each single one of these devices. 98%, that's for isolation transformers is an incredible number, which is able to reduce the consumptions of the overall data center. We then move to another project, the new Jeddah International Airport that has been going for quite a few years with the supply of 245 special isolation transformers. This has been a very exciting project for Ortea, where the specific part is the housing of the transformer itself, which has anti-seismic pads because of the installation area that is in a seismic zone. The project required that each single one of these 245 transformers has these anti-seismic pads to avoid any possible damage to these electrical components, to these critical electrical components. And the last project that I wanted to present is this amazing Amazon data center that is located in Southeast Asia and specifically in Indonesia, where we know that temperature is critical for the operation both of the data center but as a general ambient condition of the area. So our isolation transformers have been provided with probes able to measure the temperature and with a control unit that is able to provide the necessary signals to avoid any possible damage to this critical electrical part of the data center. Okay, Stephen, any last questions?
Oh, absolutely. You know, you've spoken about the capabilities in design and manufacturing, power quality, and the energy efficiency, but a lot of folks are now asking, how can customers get in touch with you? How do we get to that design and engineering and support, that partnership you talked about? How can we connect with you, Petio? This is critical.
Well, you're right, Steve. how can our customers access all our knowledge and expertise in this area? Of course, we have a website, orteanext.com, but we are also accessible through email at sales.ortea.com. I will be happy to redirect any possible customers to the relevant department, whether it is to the technical department for design questions, to the production for production capacity, and so on and so forth. You can also see all of our innovations through our YouTube channel, or you can also get in touch with us through our LinkedIn page. Pretty much everyone now in Ortea has his own LinkedIn page, and we'll be glad to reply to any questions that you might have.
Petio, thank you so much. Fantastic sets of questions that we've already received from the community. But I've got to say, I am so sorry we've actually run out of time. But to you and to everybody at Ortea Next, thank you for all you're doing, sir.
Well, thank you very much, Steven, for all of your insightful questions and for DCD for this great opportunity to present our products. Looking forward to hearing from you.